Hey, basketball fans, welcome back to Tips and Streams, your go-to spot for the hottest NBA regular season predictions. I'm Kokan, and I'm here to break down today's matchups and give you the edge you need to make the best bets. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support means the world to us. Remember, our channel has no sponsors and relies solely on the love and support of viewers like you. Even a small donation by pressing the thanks button under the video helps us keep bringing you top-notch content every day. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow basketball enthusiasts. And we love hearing from you, so drop a comment below and let us know what you want to see in our forecasts. Your feedback helps us improve and bring you the content you crave. Let's jump right into today's NBA predictions. We've got some exciting games lined up, so stay tuned and let's get that winning streak going. Today we have predictions for 5 NBA games. The first prediction for today is for a game between the Philadelphia 76ers and Toronto Raptors. The Philadelphia 76ers and Toronto Raptors are each coming off tough season opening losses, and both are looking to shake off those rough starts in this matchup. Toronto got a major wake-up call in their opener, falling hard to the Cleveland Cavaliers at home, 136-106. A 30-point blowout in a home opener is a rare occurrence, and certainly isn't the way the Raptors wanted to kick off their season. The 76ers also stumbled, taking a 124-109 loss against the Milwaukee Bucks without their cornerstone, Joel Embiid, and their new star, Paul George, who both sat out. Without Embiid, Philly struggled to keep up, though they hung in there for most of the game. Historically, the Sixers have had a tough time without Embiid, as shown by their 16-27 record last season in games he missed. With him expected to play this time, I think we'll see a very different Sixers team. Philly managed a solid win in Toronto last season, where they took down the Raptors 135-120. They've had some roster shakeups since, with players like Tobias Harris and Buddy Hield no longer in the lineup, but they still have Maxey, who has stepped up as a key scorer, and Kelly Oubre Jr., who had a strong season opener. Toronto, however, is dealing with some brutal injuries. Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, and R.J. Barrett were already out for their first game, and now Emmanuel Quickley is doubtful for this matchup. They're even more shorthanded than they were against Cleveland, making it tough to keep up with a Sixers squad hungry for a win. Both teams have had their challenges, but Philadelphia just looks better positioned to capitalize on Toronto's depleted lineup. Tyrese Maxey has proven he can lead the charge, and with Oubre Jr. adding some offensive firepower, I believe the Sixers can control this game. Toronto's struggles with consistent offense and weak interior play don't match up well against Philly's stronger defense. I'm confident Philly will pull off a solid win, cover the spread, and secure their first victory of the season. The second prediction for today is for a game between the Charlotte Hornets and Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks and Charlotte Hornets are set for an early season clash, both riding high after season-opening wins. The Hawks managed a tight win against the Brooklyn Nets at home, but missed covering the spread, while the Hornets pulled off a thrilling comeback against the Houston Rockets, erasing a 15-point deficit with style. Leading the charge for Charlotte was LaMelo Ball, whose electric performance set the tone for a team that's looking sharper and healthier this season. LaMelo racked up 34 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds, proving he's ready to lead this squad. With Ball firing on all cylinders and a balanced offense supporting him, the Hornets are showing they might surprise this year. They've been written off as underdogs in the league, but a healthy roster and Ball's standout play signal that Charlotte has a competitive edge. Ball's leadership, along with contributions from multiple players, has given the Hornets a unified, focused approach which could keep them competitive. On the other side, Atlanta's win over the Nets wasn't without its struggles. Trae Young led the scoring with 30 points, including 14 from the line, but missed a couple of big shots late in the game. Onyeka Okongwu stepped up massively, putting down 28 points with impressive efficiency, hitting 11 of 12 shots, and sealing the win with a powerful dunk in crunch time. The Hawks showed they can score, but they've been inconsistent as home favorites, which could come into play here. Recent history favors Charlotte, who went 3-1 against Atlanta last season, covering the spread in all their wins. Over their last 10 meetings, the Hornets hold a 7-3 record against the Hawks, both straight up and against the spread. On the other hand, Atlanta has struggled in spread coverage at home, going 16-20 after a win and only 11-17 as home favorites last season. Additionally, injuries in the Hawks' backcourt, including Bogdan Bogdanovic, open up opportunities for Charlotte, especially with Ball's sharp shooting. Even though the Hawks are home favorites, their injury issues and spread covering inconsistencies make me think the Hornets have the upper hand. Charlotte's confidence and Ball's leadership make them a sneaky underdog here, and I like their chances to continue their strong form. Given all factors, I'd lean toward the Hornets taking this one.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino, your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe, with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
The third prediction for today is for a game between the Indiana Pacers and New York Knicks. The NBA season is officially in gear, and we've got a Friday night showdown lined up between two Eastern Conference rivals, the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. Last season, these teams gave us a thrilling playoff series that went the distance, with the Pacers ultimately edging out the Knicks in a grueling 7-game battle. This time around, New York is aiming for redemption, but Indiana has had their number lately, taking 4 of the last 5 matchups. For the Knicks, the season opener was rough. They couldn't keep pace with the Boston Celtics, who rained down a historic 29 three-pointers, practically sealing the game by halftime. New York had high hopes of a fast start this year, but the Celtics exposed some gaps that need to be addressed. On the other hand, Indiana had a more encouraging start, securing a win in a close contest against the Detroit Pistons. Despite a scrappy effort from Detroit, the Pacers managed to pull away, covering the spread. Indiana seems to know how to play the Knicks, both in the regular season and postseason. In their playoff face-off last spring, New York initially jumped out to a 2-0 lead, but Indiana fought back, winning in 7 games with a dominant 130-109 victory in the final showdown. That Game 7 wasn't just a win, it was a statement. The Knicks, still working out the kinks offensively, are searching for consistency. Jalen Brunson led the way against Boston with 22 points, while Miles Bridges added 16, and newcomer Karl Anthony Towns put up 12. However, Towns hasn't brought the spark many hoped for yet. After parting ways with Julius Randle, fans anticipated a fresh start, but New York's dynamics remain in flux, especially after losing Dante DiVincenzo in the offseason. Indiana, meanwhile, seems to have hit a stride with a balanced offensive approach. Miles Turner led with 20 points in their opener, Buddy Hield added 19, Tyrese Halliburton chipped in 15, and rookie Benedict Mathurin made an impact as well. With contributions across the roster, the Pacers' versatile offense is quickly shaping up to be a force this season. In the injury department, the Knicks are short on defensive options in the paint, with Precious Achiuwa and Mitchell Robinson out. For the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson remains a game-time decision due to a groin strain, impacting their front court depth. I expect the Knicks to regroup after that brutal opener and bring more firepower against Indiana. Back-to-back losses wouldn't sit well for New York, so they're likely to put up a fight. That said, with the Pacers' well-rounded offense, this game could stay close. I'm leaning toward New York, possibly sneaking out a win, but I'm taking the Pacers to cover the 6-point spread. Before we move on, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing might seem like a small action, but it actually makes a big impact for us. Plus, it's completely free for you. Have you clicked that subscribe button? Awesome, thank you so much for your support. Now let's dive back into the video. The fourth prediction for today is for a game between the Chicago Bulls and Milwaukee Bucks. The 2024 NBA season is here, and I'm jumping right into the action with a key showdown between the Milwaukee Bucks and Chicago Bulls. Chicago's facing some big adjustments this season, with DeMar DeRozan now taking his talents to the Sacramento Kings and Alex Caruso shipped off to the Thunder in exchange for Josh Giddey. The Bulls look different, maybe even poised for a rebuild. Giddey wasted no time impressing in his Bulls debut, adding youthful energy to a roster that's still anchored by Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic. For the Bucks, they're looking to put last season's playoff stumble behind them. Key injuries to stars Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo derailed their previous campaign, but they're back with a bang, opening the season with a convincing road win over the Sixers by 15 points. Even though Philly was missing both Joel Embiid and Paul George, Milwaukee still showed flashes of their old strength, and Lillard looked sharp, finishing with 30 points. Health is the elephant in the room for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton didn't suit up for the opener, but the new faces, like Taurean Prince, have quickly shown their worth. Prince was lights out from deep, and Gary Trent Jr. added versatility on both ends of the court. There's high anticipation around Milwaukee's ability to regain their dominant form from a few seasons back, but it's still a bit of a waiting game. Historically, Milwaukee has dominated this matchup, but they've had their hiccups. Last season, they often fell short of blowing out teams like they were expected to. This leaves me with some doubts about whether they're ready to run up the score on a team like the Bulls, especially in an early season game where Chicago still has something to prove. Chicago held their own in their opener, with Levine dropping 27 points, Vucevic adding 21, and Giddey contributing with 14. They've got some depth here that's easy to underestimate. Chicago's managed to cover the spread in 3 of their last 5 games in Milwaukee, and I'm expecting them to keep this one close. While Milwaukee might edge out a win, I'm leaning towards the Bulls to cover the 10-point spread. Until the Bucks can show they're back to their blowout ways, I believe the Bulls' fight and revamped roster can keep this one competitive. The 5th prediction for today is for a game between the Phoenix Suns and Los Angeles Lakers. Tonight, I'm looking at a thrilling matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers square off against the Phoenix Suns, with both teams coming off confident season-opening wins. Phoenix just battled it out in a thrilling overtime victory against the LA Clippers in the brand-new Intuit Dome, making a statement in enemy territory. Kevin Durant led the charge with 25 points, and Bradley Beal, in his Suns' debut after a tough, injury-laden season, dropped a solid 24. Devin Booker and Jusuf Nurkic added 15 and 11 points respectively, showing that this Suns team isn't lacking in contributors. Even secondary players like Royce O'Neal, Mason Plumlee, and Grayson Allen stepped up to round out a well-oiled roster. This Phoenix team is built with depth and veteran savvy, balancing stars like Durant and Beal, who've had to manage their minutes and injuries in recent seasons. With such a stacked lineup, I'm confident that Phoenix has the tools to rotate effectively, keeping key players fresh as the season moves on. On the Lakers side, they're entering this game riding high from a win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Davis was a beast on both ends, racking up a game-high 36 points, while LeBron James added 16, and support players like Taurean Prince, Austin Reeves, and D'Angelo Russell chipped in, highlighting the Lakers' collective strength. However, the big question remains, can they stay focused enough to contend in the grueling Western Conference? LeBron's potential to play alongside his son, Bronny James, someday adds an intriguing, yet potentially distracting storyline, especially as they chase postseason success. Even though the odds makers were hesitant about the Lakers' season opener, I'm leaning toward Phoenix here. I've been optimistic about their lineup upgrades and their fresh approach under new leadership. Beal's debut was promising, adding firepower to an already talented roster, and I'm comfortable backing Phoenix, especially as a road underdog. I believe Phoenix has what it takes to capture a second straight win. As for the total points, I'm aiming for the under at 228. The Suns have traditionally played at a slower pace, relying less on fast breaks and more on a methodical offense. Likewise, the Lakers were locked in defensively in their last game, and although they might shoot better tonight, they aren't built for a high-scoring shootout. With both teams likely to prioritize defense in this early season matchup, I'm confident in the under for this Pacific Division battle.